The Looking Glass by Richard Paul Evans, read by Barrett Whitener.
I love thee with a love I seem to lose with my lost saints. I love thee with the breath, smiles, tears of all my life. And if God choose, I shall but love thee better after death. Elizabeth Barrett Browning. Author's Note. In the prologue of my last novel, The Locket, I briefly described the history of a small gold camp in western Utah called Bethel. Bethel had two lives, its founding in the mid-1800s and subsequent death at the turn of the century, and its second life during the Great Depression. It was just prior to the Great Depression that the Locket's Esther Hewish and her love, Thomas, came to Bethel. The Looking Glass also takes place in Bethel, but in 1857, 50 years before Esther Hewish's arrival. By the time Esther arrived in Bethel with her father, all of the characters of this book were gone, and the only building left standing was the Bethel boarding house. Prologue. There are those who find God in the order of the universe, evidenced in elements as small as atomic nuclei to forces as massive as the cosmic energy that holds galaxies at bay. From Galileo to Einstein to Hawking, the great minds have wondered at the creator of such order, the balance of energy to prescribed laws and constants. While the mathematics of the universe may connote the existence of a supreme being, to me it is that which defies math's probabilities, the impossibility of two objects colliding in an infinite void to indelibly alter each other's eternal course. In this there is divinity and an unseen hand. Through the course of my own life, I have come to believe that life is not gifted by the sweep of a clock's hand or the change of a season, but rather experientially, each experience laid upon the previous, delivering us to a loftier plane. Perhaps this best describes my concept of God, the architect of that ascent, and the divine unseen wind that propels us through the uncharted waters of our own destiny. But salvation, spiritual or otherwise, is not a solitary matter, and along such journeys there are companions placed along our travels and travails, fellow sojourners who forever alter our paths, and sometimes carry us when we are too weary to carry ourselves. This is the story of such providence. In 1857, a man named Hunter Bell, a Presbyterian minister turned prospector and gambler, run out of the Gold Strike Gold Camp for card cheating, was wandering among the Ochre Mountain Range in the...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?